everyone, and welcome back to Nightingale. I didn't post the poll because I was in interviews all morning and I just kind of forgot. So, I figure it's a crowd pleaser. A lot of people like it, so here we go. That and I just really enjoy this game. Also, I am going to be desperately trying to not talk about Epic the Musical the entire time I stream. Because, instead of weaning myself off and be like, just listen to it a couple... No, I don't think I've listened to a single thing since discovering the whole thing. I haven't listened to any other music really. And I ended up downloading all of the sagas and I put them in a playlist, so now I have the entire Epic the Musical in one playlist that I have been playing on repeat all day. It's 2.5 hours of music. I'm I can play it at work 4 or 5 times. Depending on if I skip some of the songs that I'm not super fond of. But I like almost every song. Okay. What are we doing? Heart of the Elder Jotun. I need to make the thing for this. I have the thing for this. For the Sun Giant. Okay, so I have the curio. I need to make the meal. Oh, but I have to upgrade my... Yep, okay, we got that. We got the fabled meal. So I need to upgrade my station to the excellent cooking station. Augments, furniture, fashion, just tier 3. Excellent cooking station. Which we just need 5 etched ingots, so I can actually just... Rocks and sticks. Good old rocks and sticks. And actually, I'm just gonna destroy that. That'll be fine. Okay. It's so tiny. I'm oh my gosh. Okay. That's tier 110. Yeah, just use that. Oh, and then it needs fuel. We'll just add crude fiber. Okay, so ritual fable meat. I need 5 fabled meat. Do I not? I was I have not used all of it. There we go. Which should be crafting, not building, but anyhow. Oh, look at that. We can actually make it. Okay, so gem. We need 3 gems and 5 fabled meat. This is where I'm I don't want to use the good stuff. So I'll probably use my tier 2, but I have to make 2 of them, and that's what's just crappy. Okay, so we'll use that one. That's kind of a no-brainer, and then we have a crap ton of sapphire. Just use sapphire. Okay, so we'll do that for one of them, and we have to make 2, and obviously I don't have enough fabled meat of one variety. Sound like a spinning record. Range damage, stealth, max weight, injury resistance, poison resistance. I think I'll use the Mad Witch. Okay, and then that'll be our second. Oh, it crackles. That's what it is. Interesting. It's got electricity. One of my cats scratched me on my knee and it itches so bad. Why do cat scratches itch so badly? Okay. And then after this is going to be one of the weirdest statements I've ever said in my life. We need to go find Victor Frankenstein. Okay, so we have those. Do not eat them. Okay, and then how do I make a lodestar? Because I, like, continuously need to go back. Magical structure, lodestar. Okay, so I need a synchronous lotus, 2 lumber, 2 carved stone, and a wire. It's not a tall order, so... Okay, I need a synchronous lotus. Just 1. Carved stone. I have 2 carved stone. Lumber. How much lumber do I need? 2 lumber. Just basic lumber.
Incoming ad break.
Yep. Just need 2. Okay, 2 lumber and a wire? There we go. Okay, so now I should have all the stuff to make a lodestar, which is going to be vitally important. Tooth crossways. Because like I said, you have to go back and forth to Victor Frankenstein so much. And he is in the Hollowed Moor. Yeah, I think that the mission that we just did to get the recipe and whatnot for the Jotun heart, that was the one and only time I've actually, like, done fishing with a purpose. I tried it out once just to, like, oh, hey, like, I want to see what this fishing is like. Yeah, nope, hated it. Refused to do it again. One of the funny things is, like, my brain, I keep playing the music in my head, so I'm over here having a jam session. I'm like, oh, it's my own personal rave. I'm just like, okay. Just keep, like, dancing around. This is why I'm glad that I don't have a camera, because I'd be sitting here just, like, dancing and be like, what is going on? Okay. So we are going to... This umbrella sucks! I need to upgrade to the Mystic. Hello, Sinister!
Welcome Highlanders 1743.
That's okay. What were you cooking? I'm hungry. I had some leftover pizza.
Welcome Sinister_Studios Z.
I had pizza for lunch, but lunch was like 6 hours ago. Ooh, spaghetti. You know, why do I actually, like, seek these things out? I don't know. Maybe I might do looking for punishment. Oh, what the frick? Okay, well, that was fast. How in the world? Like, there's no way. Was I already low on health? I don't think I've ever had that happen that fast. You know, not gonna lie, that's actually pretty handy now. Because I never eat before stream. I come home, I sit for like 20 minutes, and then I do a stream. Gonna fly away. But yeah, no, I never eat before stream. Even during like my long evening streams, nope, no food. Like, I'll eat when I'm dead. so many found. And I'm just over here on my little umbrella, just like, leave me alone. Like, if I hop fast enough, they can't get me. Yeah, no, I do the same thing, but if I'm, like, super invested in something, I can make myself, like, forget to eat, but it will make me sick after a while, because I'll start to get a migraine, and then my stomach will just turn sour, and it's just like... I have the Elder Jotun's ritual meat. Oh yes, yes. It looks and smells delicious, otherworldly, like a burning fruit. The sacrifice shall make a fine offering. All goes well, it'll be the first step towards greater understanding and to show the elder spirits we mean to do right with our presence in their domain. Perhaps the mended wounds the Loa foretold of weren't physical after all. The elder Jotun will accept this offering. Okay. I'm gonna give her... I mean, they're both tier 2. They're, like, pretty much the same. If there's truth in the Druids' tales of old, you'll be holding one of their ripened hearts before you know it. Before our paths diverge again, I've one last advice to offer you, Wanderer, taught to me by Voodoo Queen ages ago. Most tend to think of the crossroads as only 2 paths, but that's a fool's assumption. The fork may as well be infinite. Keep that in mind for the long journey ahead. Godspeed, baby. Okay, so that's done. So we have one more piece that we have to collect, and it's for the Automaton Bishop, I believe. Okay, the Fabled Bishop. So we need to collect the oil, but we don't want to kill it. So we have to go talk to Victor Frankenstein. It's still the weirdest thing I've ever said. But we have to go talk to Victor Frankenstein and get him to give us the way. Is that who I think it is? Maybe. I don't know. It's not. Is it you? I'll stop by this one, but I think I know what that one is. Well, I'm sorry you're having a rough time, but I am here. And I'll actually probably be going for a little longer today. Just since I didn't do one yesterday. I had a great time with the Bombina. She was lovely and adorable, and she ended up falling asleep on me. And she stole my pizza and did a happy dance about it. So we had pizza for dinner last night because my husband went, he went to a town up north to go work, and he bought pizza from my favorite place up there. And I was just like, yay, pizza! Only to realize, I'm like, okay, so we'll be eating pizza for a while. So I was eating, and she looks at me, and she goes, bite, bite. I'm like, oh, my Bombina. I was like, okay. I was like, your mom gave you mac and cheese, but I guess we're having, I guess we're having pizza. So, yeah. She was sitting on my lap, and I was feeding her little bits of pizza, and she, bite, bite. After she swore she was done with her mac and cheese. It was one of the cutest things I think I've ever seen. I love that little girl. She's adorable. But she also knows how to play me like a sucker. Okay, I am like 99% sure that I know what that is. And who we're going to find there is the more important thing. I think I need to go to the far end of the map. Oh, there's giants, and I don't know if they're friendly. I'm going to avoid. Actually, you know what? I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong on who's here. This is Victor Frankenstein. The other one on the other side of the map is the other guy. Okay, let's see. Victor Frankenstein. I've come to despise field work in the autumn of life. Out here, there are no laboratory doors that I can lock myself behind to avoid these persistent disruptions. When the mind is tasked with deliberation, solitude is indispensable. I'm here on behalf of your acquaintance, Nellie Bly. Nellie? Oh, she harbors an angelic spirit. She knew I needed a hand in spite of my being too proud to ask. To aid Nellie's cause, it is the secrets of heaven and earth I desire to learn, both outward substance and things and the inner spirit of their nature. I am attempting to ascertain greater understanding of these pitiable wandering imitations of life, which many classify as automatons. We need a unique oil from them, yes? I'm glad she sent you informed. We are compelled by the makeup of a unique charm oil secreted by the fabled bishop in the swamp gauntlet. This substance is capable of generating profound amounts of electricity. What I am hoping to uncover is the precise means by which we might be able to obtain the oil without deactivating them entirely. So far, I've gleaned little by glossing over what texts are available. My thoughts are being pulled in two different directions, you see, which is not conducive to either of the dueling means before me. You seem overwhelmed. More than language has the ability to convey. Before encountering Nellie, I was meant to be devoting my time in the realms to a robust study and laborious disquisition on our new common enemy, the
Hope
Bound.
everyone enjoys it here. Please follow the stream.
I've taken on a few Bound myself with some success. Is that so? I wonder if I could enlist your services. You could aid me with my calcularian duties whilst I continue to examine these automatons. I hate to neglect my duties, as both are of some urgency. Obtaining the oil is tantamount, yet an understanding of the Bound will prove invaluable in the fight ahead. In all honesty, Miss Lovelace is a bit frightening on occasions, and I'd prefer not to upset her. I am at your disposal, Victor. My days of pilfering charnel houses are behind me. Oh, he talks too fast. But to examine life, we must first have recourse to death. A surfeit of samples taken from all Bound classifications will prove essential, the innards that sustain their animate state. Knowing progress is being made on the end will take a weight off of my shoulders and afford me the break from mental misery needed to impel my knowledge of the automatons. By the time you return, I should have ascertained more details on their bishops. Let's hope for all our sakes. I will leave you to it. Okay! He wants a lot of crap. He wants Arcane Wick, Bound Fiber, Bound Ichor, Lacanus, Yew, Raw Gem, the specifically Petrified Ichor, and Lesser Hollow Metal. I think I have most of those, but I will indeed be building a Lodestar here, because please let just put it right in the middle. I swear, they put this space here knowing that people would need them. Yay! I made a Lodestar. I have never done this before. Okay, so quick travel. Yes! Lodestar. Where was my first Lodestar? I've never built one before, but apparently it's Lodestar too. Okay. So I think I actually have most of the scrap at my house. Back to the house. Yeah, now that I've become more, like, calorie conscious, I've been trying to not overdo it. Like, I know I'm still eating more calories than I should, but I'm trying not to eat as many as I have been. But like, I like protein smoothies, but even a very simple smoothie has like a ton of calories. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm just like, okay, let's like take a step back. Although I have on the weekends been making a smoothie instead of eating. So, well, there's like 30 grams of protein in, well, actually. If I use the milk, the yogurt, and the protein powder, it's almost 60 grams of protein. So I'm like, even though it's still a lot of calories, I'm not eating anything. So I'm like, okay, at least I'm not taking in more calories. Okay, so just gonna like, I'm gonna put everything back and then pull out the things that I need. Or else it's gonna drive me absolutely bonkers. I'm just starting to have like random things that I'm like putting in different chests. Okay, so we need arcane wicks. Is it just arcane or do we need advanced arcane? No, just arcane. Oh, but we need 10 of that. Oh. Okay, 10 arcane wicks. Bound fiber. Okay. Bound ichor. How many do I need? I think I needed like 5. Yep. Okay. 5 Lacanus ingots. Do I have anything that's like... There we go. Use the lower tier ones first. Get out of the way. Okay. This is a bit iffy. I don't know if I have new lumber. Does it specifically say lumber? Yep. Okay. Petrified ichor gem. I do have some of those. 2 of those. Hello! Okay, now when you make your spaghetti, how do you make it? Like, are you just noodles, sauce, like, plain sauce and meatballs, or are you, like, ground meat in the sauce? I'm always curious. Oh my gosh. Every time I think of lasagna, I just laugh so much because one day Alex Meister was in audio stream and we were sitting there talking and so he and I are sitting there arguing in the comment section because I was like, yeah, you know, there's the sauce and then the noodles, and he's like, you don't put noodles in lasagna, and we're like, what kind of lasagna are you making? And so we keep arguing back and forth. He goes, no, there's no noodles in lasagna. And I'm like, so I get a screenshot and I send it to Audio's Discord. I'm like, this is what a noodle, like a lasagna noodle looks like. There's actually a specific noodle. Like, we are, like, heated arguments. And finally he goes, oh, that's not, I was like, I had to actually ask, I was like, are we even talking about the same kind of noodles? And then that's when I did the picture, and he's like, oh, no. He, who is German, was thinking noodles as in, like ramen noodles. I was like, no! There's, like, a specific lasagna noodle that goes in lasagna. And the German name for it sounds a lot like lasagna plate. But, yeah, no. We were on 2 completely different sides, ready to start a war over lasagna when we didn't even have the same definition of a noodle. Interesting, interesting. I use jarred sauce unless I want to be, like, super fancy, but that's, like, not very often, because I like the way I season my sauce. My husband doesn't necessarily care for it. Back already? How often we lose track of the hours when our thoughts are set to explore the chasms of scientific knowledge. It has not been hours, it's literally been like 10 minutes, sir. I have the bound samples you requested. Most excellent. Hand them over, would you? Careful now. These samples are revolting. I hope these are to your liking. You ought to try bashing some Bound's brains in, Doctor. Jeezums! We're gonna go, I hope they're to your liking. Splendid. In perfect condition, it seems. I'll set to preservation straight away. Your fortitude must be akin to the knights of old to challenge such ghastly... What is that? What even is that? Shit. I dropped my dictionary. Oh. Pastiches. And yes, I have a cell phone right next to me, but we are going to use the dictionary that my mama gave me. P-A-S-T. Pastiche. Artistic composition made up of bits of several sources. It's a Frankenstein monster is what it is. But yes, apparently pastiche. So pastiches of humanity. Which makes sense, but like, words. Okay, we've all learned a new word. I feel like I need like a kid's vocabulary board with like with chalk. Today's word, children, is pastiche. Okay. Oh, sorry, I had to readjust myself because I had to get in the drawer behind me. The mere sound of their nightly moaning gives rise to regretful memories too terrible to confront. Yeah, like the time you made a monster.
ZZZZ.
Have you learned more about the automatons? I have made a possible discovery. The central question is whether or not they were made to possess faculties such as wants and desires. Their migratory patterns indicate some sort of inner resolve. There is a rhyme to their movements, even if we don't yet understand their purpose. Like how certain animals engage in courtship dances that puzzled biologists for centuries. Thus, the hermetic categorization as chess pieces is more befitting than we thought. Each has unique individual movements that serve the whole. However, the nomenclature of automatons may be inaccurate. How does this help our cause? We must learn the secrets of how they move, and more importantly, why. The internal mechanisms that guide their actions. It's not exactly possible to perform a dissection, and I'm hesitant to approach them directly myself. I do not suppose you would be eager to collect more samples for me. If it helps, I'll do it. If you could obtain some components from the rooks, the smallest of the pack, that would help our cause. Whatever makes them tick must be the very same inside the fabled bishop. I hate to dismantle such remarkable creatures. If possible, scavenge around for their discarded parts. Remember, the value of invention is only ever defined by the future cost. In the meantime, I will attempt to further embolden my comprehension of these roaming mechanical golems. We'll both need luck then. Okay, so the thing is, I don't know where on earth to find these things. Like, I mean, I find them when I have to fight them, but I honestly could not for the life of me find any just like random bits and bobs floating around. So I went to Welkin's Reach and I just got into like a crap ton of fights. Oh, French toast. Oh, spicy. And this is what I get for using my umbrella. Whoa! 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 It like did a backflip. Okay, and I'm drenched. And I was well on my way to getting sick from it too. Okay, I'm going to take that out of my like food bar because I don't want to accidentally eat that. Yeah, I don't know where to find, like, discarded pieces. Because supposedly they're here, but I have no idea. Why? Why are there so many bound around? I don't want the fight. No, thank you. What is that? What are you? What are you little creatures? I mean, they're scared to death, but they squeal like little pigs, but they look like little flowers. I don't even know what they are. I don't want to hurt it. I'm just curious as to what it is. And I just hear the bound spawning. Why do they just spawn in these, like, little clusters of evil? I'm not looking for you, I'm looking for other things. See, there's more giants. I don't want to pick a fight with a giant if I don't have to. It's like, I'm trying to stay clear. Oh my gosh, I want to put on the soundtrack for Epic the Musical and just have it in the background, but I don't want to, like, deal with the copyright and everything. I need to set it up to where I could have YouTube playing on this OBS scene and have it not record, because I want to listen to music because it's really good. The heck? Oh, Jesus! That thing just snuck up on me. Strike devil. Ow! Okay, let's not... Okay, parry that. Whoa! How many of you freaking swordsmen are there? And I'm trying to block, it's just not... Well, that was ridiculous. Like, I'm just over here minding my own gosh darn business. Although, seriously, like, where in the freaking world am I supposed to find just the... Because it wants me to deal with the little ones. But I'm like, I don't know where they are. The only ones I've been able to find are the ones that I've fought. And then that crap keeps happening. Like, they are literally just popping out of the woodwork. Oh, biscuits. I'm trying to avoid getting in a fight. But who doth show up? Gosh, dang it. I just want to live my life. You know, honestly, I think the best option would probably be... I don't want to, because I'm trying to do it the way you're supposed to do it, but I might actually just have to go fight, in Welkin's Reach, because that's the only place that I, like, am guaranteed to find them. Because they're like, oh, just find them laying around. I don't know where there's dinosaurs here. Gosh, dang it. Not again! Not what I'm looking for. Just like, oh, just like find them laying around. Like, does the quest have any sort of, like, hint? Can be acquired by killing automaton pawns and rooks. Just, they can be killed, you know, they can be acquired by killing things. I'm like, but he asked me not to. Like, how is that fair? Is that one of the little flower things? Oh, Jesus! No, that is some kind of little beast. A bad kind of little beast. Whack! Well, that's great. Now I'm poisoned. Oh, and of course. But of course. Oh, you're gonna spawn something. Yeah, ow. Oh, you spawned a bad thing. Oh, I hear it. Okay. Who's firing on me? Okay, well that's done. Okay, well, not incredibly helpful. I'm just going to end up fighting the ever-living crap out of some bound. I need a better sword. Is that Danny's house? I feel like it is. Oh, yep. Okay, well, still not incredibly helpful. See, and I keep hoping that I'm just gonna find some, like, something that has just the, like, pieces, but no. Why would anyone assume that you can actually find useful things? I think I'm going to have to get in a fight. I just do not see a way of accomplishing this peacefully. I think that's the loading point. But yeah, no. In all of the traversing, I have yet to actually find one just sitting around. And like I said, the only way I know for sure to get them is in Welkin's Reach. I think they also have automatons in Gloriana's Tears, but for me they're more difficult to find, and I don't get to jump around like a mad person. For that reason, Welkin's Reach is still one of my favorites, because I'm a hooligan. Not find anything useful. There's like one more place that I'm willing to check, and if not, we're going to Welkin's Reach and kicking some butt. Or more likely having our butt kicked, but that is beside the point. The little rooks aren't too terribly hard. it's the bishops and whatnot that are... Oh, I pissed off a dinosaur. What time is? I think I already dealt with that. We do. I technically already celebrated Easter 2 weeks ago with my family, so we're not really doing anything for Easter, but yes, Easter is this weekend. This is just a giant cannon that I climbed for apparently no good reason. I thought that maybe it would have something on it, but... Nope. Couldn't bother to be helpful. Gosh, and it's so, like, murky. You can't see anything. I absolutely love this umbrella mechanic. It could not have just spawned that one thing. Or maybe I just got really lucky. Huh, I guess I just got lucky. Nope! Nope, did not get lucky. He's gonna blow! Yep, there it goes. I knew it, though. Could not be the only thing that spawned it. Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to do, like, big gatherings and stuff for Easter, and they still do, but it's more of the, like, extended family and my step family, and I'm just kind of like, It gets too loud, and I hate showing up and then, like, leaving right as soon as I get there, so... And there's so many people there, like, they will not miss me. Okay, well, this looked promising, but apparently it was a lie. Why did I climb on top if there was no need? So, probably just having a relaxing time. And actually, I got a bit of money because our escrow account, they've been taking out a lot more for escrow, and so at the end of the year, after they pay our taxes, they give us back whatever's left. And when I tell you, we spent a lot of money on escrow. So they gave us a check, and my husband and I split it. So I might go shopping. Might do something, you know, crazy. Like get cookies that are expensive. I spend my money on the weirdest things. Because my husband's always getting on to me, because he's like, you never spend money on yourself, Rose. You never spend money on yourself. I'm like, because I feel guilty about it. But when I do spend money, it's on, like, food or, like, experiences. Or I'll splurge and buy a movie that's not discounted on Prime. Be a real wild child. Okay, this is the tower. There's a very interesting person inside. I just happened to make it all the way out here. Oh, nope, I don't want to fight you. And actually, there is a wisp down here. Or an echo. So if anybody glimpsed that before I closed it, it actually said who's in the tower, which is Edgar Allan Poe. You are new. The stench of slaughtered clutches your aura. But be you Savior or Dark Weaver? Savior, certainly. Dark Weaver, do you mistake me for a bound? I am a mere figment of your... Febrile? Oh my gosh. Again with the dictionary. F-E-B...
Incoming ad break.
Having a fever. So, you could have just said your fevered imagination, but no, we had to say febrile. WTF. Like, I'm all for flouncy language. Like, I'm a writer. This is what we do. But, not this far. Savior, certainly. Your confidence does not inspire mine, for I will not be made a fool. Believe nothing you hear, and only one half that you see. Are you alright? Alright and more than right. Men have called me mad, but the question is not yet settled whether madness is or is not the loftiest intelligence. Bro, you're having a nervous breakdown. My senses are sharpened, not destroyed, not dulled. But tell me, why do you say that I am mad? I do not recall saying you're mad. Now that is the point. You fancy me mad. Madmen know nothing. But seeing me penetrating your suspicion. Ha! Okay. Would madmen be so wise as this? What you mistake for madness is but over acuteness of senses. I didn't mean to offend you. Attend your words, for through the teeth of a world of prejudice, well-meaning becomes curses. This I know too well. What I would give to forget, my past, my present, my very name. What is your name? Unpick your lips and tell me your own name first. Ha, you cannot. There's truth. P-U-S. There's my dumb dogs fighting. P-U-S-I. We have something similar. Pusillanimity. Pusillanimous is cowardly or timid, and veracity. Veracity, I think, is like fierceness. We'll look it up just in case. I have so many things like sticky noted in this. V-E-R. It's actually truthful or true. Right. I have hard to learn that.
Nice to meet you. I'm Blossom.
To put this addled mind at ease, bring me an item of iron. Prove yourself no fey or changeling, and I'll prove who I am. Alright. Not iron alone, but a tool crafted with it, so that I may see your capability to manipulate and employ it. If that's what I must do. Oh, is Lily still working? Okay, so he wants us to craft him a tool made of iron. Broseph has, like, these friggin' demons just sitting out of his door. Would you quit running away? For a beast, you're awfully annoying. Two of us can jump around. There. Okay, now about the automatons. I found Edgar Allan Poe before I found an automaton here. Just find the corpses. Well, the corpses don't exist. I'm finding pig flowers. Oh, that always sucks. That happened to me with my first job. I was a teacher, and I was scheduled from 9 to 6. And 6 is the closing shift, so we would, like, clean the rooms, lock everything down. And then they moved me 8 to 5, but then they kept keeping me late. And then I got yelled at for having overtime. And I'm like, I don't want overtime. I want to go home. Like, I literally got called into my boss's office, and she was just like, Rose, we can't have you getting this much overtime. And I'm like, I don't want it. Like, I really don't want it. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm not staying on purpose. I'm like, they are keeping me late. They're not letting me go home. She's like, well, we'll have a talk about this. Did it ever get fixed? No, it didn't. Why do I keep running into giants? Like, I didn't want to fight. So, I sympathize. Is there anyone she can talk to, or is it like her boss that's doing it? What is that? Marshall Tower? Oh. Got lift. Oh, that sucks. Because at that point, it's like, who do you even go to get something like that fixed? See, and that was the thing is, it sucks being a yes man because they know that they can get you to pretty much do whatever they want, and you're not going to say no. Even to this day, I still do the same thing. If they tell me, like, oh, so-and-so's going to be alone today because so-and-so called out. Can you come and, like, take a shift? I'm just like, I don't want to. Like, it's my day off. But I'm like, yeah, fine. I'll at least go in for, like, a half day just to relieve some of the pressure on them, but I'm like, I don't want to be here. Yeah, no, I hate going out on my days off and stuff. Okay, well, I'm going to call this a wash, and this did not end up like I wanted it to. So, we are going to go back to the respite. I'm going to see if I have some of these items, because I'm pretty sure I have at least a little bit. If I have all of them, that would be so lovely, but who the heck knows? Yeah, The one time that I, like, really stood my ground was when I was in college. I was working and in college at the same time. And I told my boss, because she's like, we'll work with your schedule, we'll work with your schedule. And they kept trying to schedule me, I think it was Wednesday nights, and I had a 4-hour lecture that night, and they were just like, oh, well, we need you to close this room. I was like, I can't. I was like, I have to get to class. I was like, I have to leave early, and I have to get to my class. I was like, it's a 4-hour lecture. Like, I cannot be missing parts of it because it only meets 1 day a week. And they were not happy with me. And I was like, I'm sorry you feel that way. That's always the crappy thing is when you're like, people are mad at you and you're like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but this is how it has to be. I have more raw amber now. I just have like handles and light cartridges and all this crap I don't need. I have so much crap. Can I just get rid of it? I mean, I could get rid of it, but I'm also a hoarder. And this is why I have so much storage on my level. I think I'm just gonna make another chest. Be like, here, this is my random chest of random things that I don't need, but I keep hoarding. Random items can go in here. Oh my gosh. And of course this thing's full. Okay. So I need automaton gems. Ooh. I actually don't think I have any of those. Oh, actually. Ha! I had just enough! And automaton gears. Well, would you look at that? I just so happen to have enough. I don't have to go fight anything. Ha ha ha. Sleepy. I am so looking forward to sleeping in because we have Good Friday. And today's a Good Friday indeed. Oh, big stretch. Yeah, I was actually interviewing all morning for 2 different positions. And so it's a panel interview. So it was me, my boss, and a supervisor from a different department. And so we're sitting there interviewing people. I thought one girl was going to cry.
I'm Blossom.
And it was like, they're all very basic questions. Like, why do you want to work here? Why do you think you'd be an ideal fit? The question that she got caught up on was, like, can you give an example of when you have worked on a team and what your role was? And all of a sudden she was just like, I was like, oh, what? I was like, am I gonna get a crier? Because everyone keeps talking about how, like, oh yeah, like, people will cry during interviews. It's like, why the heck would you cry during an interview? I was waiting for it. I straight up thought she was gonna start crying, but she didn't. She pulled it off. Back already. Oh. He says the exact same thing. I have the automaton parts you requested. Ah, my loyal assistant returns. I'm duly glad to see you and the automaton parts you've brought. I've never seen anything like them. There's something strange about these rook parts. I'm not sure how these will be illuminating. Oh, there's something strange. When you cut a thing open, surprises always abound. May I ask, how did you acquire these parts? I scavenged them from old stashes left about in my house from killing them. A relief to hear. I commend your resourcefulness. There are others who would not have hesitated to dispatch as many of the rooks as necessary. You have my gratitude. A sense of compassion separates us from beasts. Then we are on the same page. Let us move on, then. Give me a moment to inspect the parts. Curious. Doctor? There are the faintest traces of ether upon the metal. The hermetics posited long ago that when the demiurge materializes new life, it is pulled from the inner realmic aether. I withhold my thoughts on hermetic theism. I was reading it as one word, but it's hermetic theism. But evidence does suggest a connection between the presence of aether and a being's capacity for will. What does this mean in relation to the bishop? It means there's a way to obtain the charm oil without resorting to violent means after all. I know better than anyone that whether natural or unnatural, every being has wants, needs, desires. You know, that would have been good to learn when you made your monster. Okay, I'll be here. What could the fabled bishop possibly desire? The desolation around us tells a story. Just as the swamp was not always racked by war, desert realms were not always drought-laden and devoid of flora. Something happened long ago to upend these ecosystems. I watched the automatons of Gloriana's tears sifting through the sand, digging for something that is no longer there, and what is more indicative of conscience than yearning to return to how things were before? A text in the observatory contained a recipe for a seed nursery of ritualistic intent, which the fabled bishop may accept in exchange for its charm oil. For seeds are the foundation of what automatons desire, lush gardens. All I have to do is present it. Do not be over hasty in the pursuit of success. Before you seek the fabled bishop to entreat, allow me to inspect the offering. Miss Bly would be rather put out if I sent you to the Swamp Gauntlet with a solution I had not myself inspected. I shall return! So here it is, the Ritual Seed Nursery. Gem, Cape Aloe Seed, and Glass. To the Lodestar! Travel to Respite. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just build the benches places, just collect the stuff there, but I like to go back to my home. And since I built the Lodestar there, I don't have to worry about constantly going back. Best decision ever. Because on mine, I did not build one, and I spent way too much time trying to get there, because every time I would go, you start at the spawn and have to go all the way to his tower, every single time I got in a fight. And not like a little fight, like a massive fight. And I'm just like, ugh. I didn't want that anymore. Now you guys don't have to watch me, get in fights left, right, and sideways. No more than usual, I guess. It has been so rainy. Okay, so, come here. Refinement, Ritual Seed Nursery. Just going to use, my hundreds of sapphires. Cape Aloe Seed. And I guess we're using Ethereum Glass because, what the heck. Make it fancy. But then we should have all 3 items to go into the gauntlets. So there's a forest gauntlet, a swamp gauntlet, and a desert gauntlet. And there's an enemy in each of them that you can fight them. So we got all the cards earlier to go to those realms. We have those realms unlocked. You can either fight them, or you can go through this whole nonsense and create all the items they desire, and then they will simply give you what you ask for. The bishop concerned me, because I got in a fight with the bishop the first time I tried. Okay, so now we have the Ritual Seed Nursery. Back to the Crossways. And I think the next step we'll actually unlock is the Watch. I don't remember if we have to fight anything. Maybe? I don't know. So I told my husband I would go a little bit over today, so I might actually just go to those locations, to the gauntlets, and get the stuff. Because honestly, it doesn't take very long. The only problem is, knowing where you're going. So I'm going to have to see if I have a spyglass. Because that helps out enormously. Just having myself a little jam session in here. Okay, here we go to the Hall of Moor. So this should be the last piece, because like I said, we already did the fabled meal, we did the curio, and so now all we need is to go get him to approve our little seed. Meh. Meh. I'll be fine. Okay, about the ritual nursery, or ritual seed nursery. You've crafted the ritual seed nursery. Allow me to examine the craftsmanship to be certain. Here it is. Curiosity and gladness, akin to rapture. Feelings I had worried left me for good, that are awakened.
How
once
is everyone?
more, thanks to the earnest research into the hidden laws of nature. I must admit, crafting it brought me a similar sentiment. Indeed. What a curious wonder to think so simple and minuscule a thing as a seed may be what charms the fabled bishop and brings Nellie's aims to fruition. More testing would certainly be beneficial, but I believe you should be able to give such an offering and retreat unscathed. This is a great step in our understanding of automatons and the possibility of amicable coexistence. Then solitude is yours again. One more question before you go, if I may. How do I put this? Ah, yes. In your opinion, when does an acorn become a tree? It always has the potential to be a tree, so I would say it's always a tree? A question without answer in some ways. Over the years, the only fitting reply I've come up with is this. An acorn becomes a tree precisely when it stops being an acorn. Wherever your travels take you, never lose your curiosity of mind. It is the boat with which you may sail upon the endless sea of knowledge. Alrighty then, that was an interesting conversation. Okay, so now we're going to go to the crossways. Crap. I needed to see if I have... You know what? We're going to be ballsy. We're going to try it without a spyglass. Because I have a vague idea where I'm going. I know one of them always stays in the same spot, so that one will be the easy one. But the other ones might be a wee bit difficult. The one in the swamp stays the same, the fabled bishop. Because it's got a building that it stays in. The other ones, not so much. Okay, so now we are in the abeyance realm. Okay, so which one of these is what I need? What are you? Okay, or not. I don't get to see where I'm going, I'm just going. I want to say the first one is the forest? I could be horribly mistaken. Also, you would think the Elder Jotun, which is a tree, would want a seed, but no, they're like, it wants meat. I'm like, that's kind of gross. Like, all of their relics and stuff are sort of out of order, because I would assume if I just saw the 3 relics, oh, the bishop would want the helmet, the metal, the Jotun would want the seed, and the giant would want the meat. Not the case. Okay, I don't remember where you are. Oh boy. I did use a spyglass for this one, so this is gonna be fun. You know what? This is a bad idea. Because the problem is, there are multiple fabled creatures here, and the Elder Jotun is only a specific one. So, I made a spyglass, and I'm gonna see what's up. Because through the spyglass, it will show a description of what it is. So, if you come up on a fabled creature and you look at it with the spyglass, it'll tell you exactly what it is. If you get the Mystic one, it can see, like, really far. This is always really nice, but... I think I have a lesser one that was given to me as part of a quest. Nanny's like, we're really back here again? I'm like, yes. What's food and such? I swear I got a spyglass. Did I break it down? I might have. Please tell me I wasn't dumb. Because I need that now. Oh, gosh dang it. Really, Rose? Really? How? I would have known that I needed it. Why did I... Okay, well, that's problematic. Yep, no, it is nowhere to be found. I straight up got rid of it. Rose, you dip. Okay, well, guess who's making a spyglass? And if I'm going to make one, I'm going all out. Mystic spyglass. Okay, I need a grip and a lens. A grip. I'm not, like, super into what I'm making this out of. I am just making something. Glass. And we're making it out of Ethereum glass, because that makes me feel better. That's good to be. I'm gonna rest because you get a debuff when you rest, and it's been a while. Of course, then you're hungry when you wake up. Okay. Spyglass. Mystic. Lens. Filigree. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I am not using one of my fancy ones. Screw that. We're using basic sapphire. I hate using my super rare resources on items that I'm not really going to care for, because as soon as I'm done with this, I am tossing it in a box and never looking at it again. I don't like using the spyglass, because you have to keep it in your hotbar, and I'm not really about that. Like, I like all the tools and whatnot that I have, so I'm like, I don't need this. So for now, we'll put it where our knife is. We'll go back to the crossways. Okay, and yeah, this is just the easiest way to find them, because it'll tell you. Like I said, the better the spyglass, the farther you can see. And so with this one, I should be able to see across, like, the entire island. Because I'll show you when we actually load in. Okay, Forest Gauntlet. Okay, so see how there's the Holt Jotuns? We don't need that. We need... Okay, the Elder Jotun is actually over there. so it'll help us find what we're after. Also, not looking much like a forest. It's limited of water. Oh, frick. Is the gravity, like, stronger here, or is that just me? Flying away from all of my problems. Okay, now it's looking like a forest. Okay. So, there's a Carnute here. That's cool. Elder Jotun. That way. Oh, there's spiders. Of course there's spiders. Might as well fly with my sword out, just in case. The music is so calming and, like, just ethereal. I love it. Here somewhere. Is it you? You look like a mystical tree. Is it you? There should be... Ah! There you are. Hello, my friend. I would like to give you an offering. Oh, are you gruntled? You are gruntled. Thank you.
Ah, good. You play fetch for Miss Bly. At risk of overshadowing your victory, I come with further tidings apropos of previous omens. It seems that we are not alone in this odyssey toward Nightingale, humanity's city of magic. Center of your hope, doth intrigue Fae of all persuasions. Such is unsurprising, when we have ever held dominion over all magic, save yours. Whispers abound of the city's decline, and of those loath to squander such rare opportunity for conquest. I bring word not to brood over. Not yet. I shall follow these frigid whispers like a dream, and you shall follow Miss Bly's task. Before I vex, I go, swifter than an arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Okay, you might want to go before I piss off the Jotun. Like, it's sitting really calm for me right now, but... Okay, so we have the Elder Jotun heart. Oh, fancy magic tree? I didn't know what's up with that. Anywho. Yeah, but see how many fabled creatures there are around here? But only one of them is the Elder Jotun, which I found. So that's one down. If you approach with the utmost caution and don't accidentally hit them, normally you can do this pretty fine. Like I said, the fabled, was it the fabled bishop? It was an accident. I did the wrong thing, and I put it in a chest instead of giving it directly to it, and then it got mad, and then it beat the crap out of me. So then I had to redo it. Like, and that thing's strong. If you thought the ones that I fought over in the Hall of Moor were bad, the ones that, like, had the laser beams, yeah, no, this one was way worse. Okie doke. On to realm 2. which is the desert. The weird little, like, breathing sounds that happen when you're doing the fast traveling just because kind of weird. Just sitting here playing with my fan. What kind of game is that? I feel like I've heard of RuneScape, I just don't actually know what it is. And smash into a rock. I swear the gravity in these places is just insane. Like, I'm not able to, like, fit it that as much. Survival crafting game. I do like survival games, and I do like crafting games. Okay, let's see. Where is the sun giants? Down there. Probably actually good. Oh, ow. Oh, I can see him. I can see him roaming around. He's like right there. And there's an automaton bishop. I hate those things. Okay, but our mark is right there, and I actually have a good bit of stamina, so we can get pretty close. Candy! It's
Welcome,
been forever!
Candyzilla.
How are you? Every time I try to raid into you, it says that you're not accepting raids. It hasn't happened in a while because we haven't been on at the same time in a while, but how are you? Oh, we got a soak. Oh no! I am being attacked. Yeah, like the last couple times I've tried, it's just like, oh, she's not accepting raids. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Whoa there, big guy. Whoa. Oh. Oh, please be nice. Please be gentle. I approached just like I was supposed to. Here I was like, please don't crush me. Please don't crush me.
Quite the scavenger Miss Bly's made of you. You've missed my guidance, though. Understand that should word of our interactions reach the ears of other Fae, Astaroth would rip us from reality. The risk, however,
It's
must
delicious,
be taken,
Candyzilla.
for I come to lay rumors to rest. The Court of Hearts doth indeed seek to stamp out what hope remains in Nightingale.
Okay, I'm really
Rises
close to the
herself
sun giant.
steps forth from the House of Light to helm the charge, and where the Queen of Hearts deigns to tread, ruin doth follow. Like this puck, Oasis and her court will not
Oasis?
heed Astaroth's decree. We have seen as much already. Oasis, long ago, held power to rival Astaroth, she and her brother both. But where Astaroth remained high, they fell low. Humanity bears the brunt of her blame, and for that she would risk much to see them suffer. I know not the details of her plan,
He is
but
long-winded.
hold fast. Nightingale's hallowed ground will keep them at bay, and by you, my vassal, precious time to reach it.
But of course I would love to raid you. Like I said, we're not usually on at the same time, but when I see you, I'm just like, oh, candy! And then I try to raid him, like, oh. Like, why isn't all letting me raid? Yeah, I think the funniest
Incoming
pronunciation
outbreak.
I've seen is Audio Ignis, and it's Audio Ignis. Or Ignis, that's another one. But yeah, Audio, she gets the same thing. Pando pronounces hers like so weird. And then I just think it's really funny that she'll say, because it's the male British voice, but it's like, hello, my name is Blossom. I'm like, okay, it just sounds funky. But I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I think you'll always carry a special place for me because I think we both got each other to affiliate. It was like one right after the other. So, that's always special. Okay, let's see if I can manage to avoid getting in a fight with the bishop. Did not work for me last time, but we'll have to see. Because like, I don't remember the exact way I was supposed to do it. I was supposed to, I think maybe give it directly to the automaton? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so this is the Swamp Gauntlet. Oh, oh, oh. Oh no. I forgot about that. I don't want to fight. There is a fabled creature here that is ginormous. I don't want to fight that. Because when we get to the watch, oh boy. There's a challenge. It's called Boss Rush, and you have to face every boss in the game. Not at the same time, but yeah, no, you have to face every boss in the game as like these levels. It is the most difficult thing, and they progressively get harder. So you might be fighting the same boss. So like the Jabberwock, you can fight the Jabberwock, and then in a couple levels you'll be fighting him again. Only this time he is way stronger and will kick the ever-living crap out of your butt. It's not fun. Okay, let's see. Let's not go in with the sword. Let's just go in like a nice, normal person looking for a giant beastie that I'm like, please don't kill me. Hello. Oh, you have a death face. Not to be rude, my automaton friend. You're not exactly giving me an option. There it is. Okay. Here you go. Here's your seed. I love how I went from friendly face to death face. I'm like, please don't. That is mine, not yours, Annie.
Take a bow, my friend. You hold the last piece of Nellie's puzzle. There's more inside you now. The realms intoxicate your blood. Ah, yes. That same primordial bond with these wilds, which called forth the nights of summers gone by. A part of you wishes to stay. Nevertheless, make way for the watch.
With a chill, you feel the hungry gaze of inhuman eyes upon you.
Hush. Do you feel that? Voices creeping dread approaches. Her scorching light shines upon the children of Earth, and Nightingale's hope fares ill in the face of such horror.
Okay, that thing's still giving me death face. Can you wrap this up?
Claws strike. Even Oberon shan't be able to protect you.
That's giving me resting death face, and I don't want it. Like, its face switched like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so to get to the watch, back to Gloriana's Tears. Except I don't remember which portal it is. I think it's the 5th one from the left. They need to mark them a little bit more clearly. Like, as soon as you approach it, it needs to have big letters across the screen. Like Gloriana's Tears or the Hollowed Moor. But I'll go to Gloriana's Tears, but that will be the last thing that I do. Because I still need to eat and spend time with my husband. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gloriana's Tears. Also, switch my knife back. This one should be the right one. Hoping. I don't know. Sorry, tapping my nails. It's a really bad habit that I try not to do at work. Because I'm like, I'm going to piss off somebody in my office. Ha! I got the right one. Okay, actually, I'll be nice. We'll go to the camp. Because their encampment's just up there. And then I have an excuse to use my climbing picks. Still some of my absolute favorite tools in the entire game. Okay, let's see. Climbing picks. Wow. Okay, well, okay, no, you should be letting me up. That's nice. There we go. Okay, Nellie Bly, I have some things for you that were not very easy to get.
I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer that needs fixing. Be brief, will you?
Well, fine, I got this
Lucidia,
stuff.
you have it? I've never seen it myself. While I appreciate discretion, you should have approached waving a find like that in your hands. Pass the ingot. I feel strangely chilled by looking at its surface. I can't fathom what it would be like to observe in its raw state. Tell me, did the Sun Giants put up a fight? How did you not end up squashed like a worm?
Because I traded.
You traded with one. I'm dumbstruck by the possibility. Perhaps after this is all said and done, I'll write of all the resources we needed. This was the one I was least confident we could obtain. Yet here it is. Our attunement conductor. We must, however, not get ahead of ourselves. There are still 2 missing. Oh, and this here is for you. We're nearly there. The watch is within. I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer that the Elder Jotunheart. Don't yank this gal's. Oh, my stars. You've taken the souls right off my shoulder. You must know the story of how you came to possess it.
They have this
I
thing
wouldn't have
with
taken
meat.
them to be carnivorous. If I've done my work here, you've put a real dent in our... Oh, before I forget. While out scavenging, no sense lingering any longer. I've got people that need my attention and a portal state. You've really done it then? Well, I'll be. I'm partly afraid to ask, but how did you manage to obtain it?
A civil, if bizarre,
I
trade.
wasn't sure it was possible given how oddly those automatons behave. What a marvel that must have still. What matters most is, in fact, it's the final piece of our portaling puzzle. I can hardly believe it, but you've done mighty fine collecting all the resources. Mighty fine indeed. The survivors here wanted to thank you for the burden of responsibility you've taken on. They pitched in and pooled their goods. This is for you. A token of our gratitude. Let's not lose the path now. We must keep on, ever vigilant, ever steady. Indeed. You must be proud of yourself. You're a real doer in a desperate situation.
I only did what virtue set forth.
That modest tone doesn't fool me. Not for 1 minute. Not everyone could persevere in these Feywilds as you have. Retrieving these fantastical resources proves your willingness to forge a better tomorrow. The way you went about this deed shows even greater courage. You chose diplomacy with these creatures. In doing so, you've delivered more than resources. You delivered hope. Not just to me, but to all these aimless souls cast aside in the defining struggle of our era. Let's not dally any longer, and have faith that this pile of rust will bring us to the Watch. It'll take a moment to fit everything in place.
You're able to fix it yourself?
I'll have you know I've patented several of my own inventions. And while my knowledge of these engines may not match dear Victor's, it's enough to get by in a pinch. Just a few moments more. The oil is heating. My God, does that stink. Like a fisherman's corpse. And the attunement conductor appears to be facilitating the flow. I can hardly believe this is happening. But the stabilizer should spark up momentarily.
It worked.
We're about to find out. It's only right that you take the first. If the danger is truly past, the gate should recognize you're fit to enter. On the other side, ensure you consult with Mr. Quatermain straight away. He'll want a word with an unsanctioned realm walker who helped reopen a stable connection.
See you in the Watch.
Yes. No need to milk this parting for all it's worth. I already offered my overly sentimental thought. Your interrealmic chariot awaits. And that's one horse I wouldn't keep waiting.
Okay, so that means that the next step is going to be the Watch. Which is actually a really interesting place, but how many people do we have? We have 4. Let's go find somebody to raid. Oh, I need to stretch my back. Okay, let's see. Stream manager, raid. Let's go raid. Let's go raid Pander. Pander doesn't have as many viewers. He's playing Palia. So I'm going to say thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back. I actually might be back tomorrow morning, depending on what time I wake up, because it's Good Friday, so I'm off. So if so, I will see you guys tomorrow. If not, tomorrow evening for another episode of my Discord Member's Choice. But until then, I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is to you. And I hope to see you guys then.